Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and welcome everyone. Today I am honored to present the report titled Understanding Violence in Malaysian Sports as part of the Srt421 Sociology of Sports course. This report is part of the Bachelor of Sports Management program at the Faculty of Sports Science and Recreation. We all know that sports are not just about competition, but also about the social values that come with it. In this presentation, we will explore the causes of such violence, its impact on athletes and society, as well as ways to address this problem. Let us together deepen our understanding of this important issue and how we can shape the future of sports in Malaysia towards a more positive direction. Let's go. So, the group members in making this presentation a success are me, Muhammad Sadiq bin Nazir Rosham, Nur Alisha Farhana binti Muhammad Yusri, Tehran binti Tanvir Ahmed, dan Muhammad Fahmi bin Zulkarnain. First of all, Alhamdulillah and thanks, as much gratitude as possible to Divine Presence, because with His grace we were able to complete the assignment for the subject code of Srt421 Sociology of Sports successfully. With this opportunity, we are very pleased to present a million thanks to Dr. Nadia Diana binti Abdullah as our lecturer for putting her full trust in us to complete the assignment given. We would also like to say 1,000 thanks to all the class members who did not stop in helping to complete this task, especially to our comrades in arms for having given a lot of help and cooperating to realize the effort to complete this task successfully. This speech is also addressed to all parties who have been involved in making this task a success, either directly or indirectly. We greatly appreciate all the help they have given, because without their help and support, all these tasks might not be possible. Sport violence refers to inappropriate and harmful behavior portrayed and acted by fans, players, coaches, and other stakeholders, which is related to the sporting incidents or events which violates the rules and regulations of sports and leading to physical injury of an individual. Increased spectatorship of sports continues to be the experience in major types of sports where aggression may expectedly or otherwise arise, leading to fatal or non-fatal injuries, death or damage to property. Many countries continue to rely on sports for income generation, which means that sport is here to stay. Violence in sport is not only dangerous to the participating team fans, team players, and other stakeholders, but is also a show of lack of maturity in sporting and spectatorship. There have been proposed recommendations pertaining to the reduction of aggression in sports in an effort to reduce sports violence. Example involving national violent case is recently Malaysia was shocked by the news involving Selangor football player Faisal Halim, who was injured when acid was thrown at him on Sunday, May 5 while he was leaving a shopping mall in Petani Jaya with his family. The incident occurred after the two unknown individuals riding a motorcycle scolded Faisal Halim with good luck before throwing acid on his face. The attack resulted in Faisal suffering 4-degree burn and being rushed to hospital for treatment, including 2 surgeries. This incident received widespread attention from fans and the sports community, leading to the creation of solidarity. Stand with Faisal Halim, stop the violence, to combat violence in Malaysian football. However, as of now, no arrests have been made. For international case is involved to Iman Khalif, which is female Algerian boxer. She has made a name for herself in the sport, representing her country in various competitions. Khalif recognized for her skills in the ring and has gained attention for her dedication and performance. Iman Khalif has become a focal point in the controversy surrounding her involvement in 2024 Olympic Games. Iman Khalif is facing intense online gender-based violence, which is GBV. As a talented young athlete, Khalif has worked hard to achieve her dreams on the international sports stage. However, the issues regarding her eligibility to compete in the event has sparked a variety of reaction. This controversy not only involved technical and administrative aspects, but also but also impact her reputation and future career. In this context, it is essential to understand the background of the issue and its implication for sports and athletes on a global scale.
So as for the definition, a violence definition is a behavior involving physical force intended to hurt, damage, or kill someone or damaging something. A violence is the use of physical force or power. It can be intentional or threatened. It affects individuals, groups, or communities. It can be result in injury, death, or psychological harm. It can be happen at home, in communities, or during sport activities. So for the next definition is sports and recreation. As for sports, it is organized physical activities with rules, often competitive, involving skill and teamwork. For example, soccer or basketball. As for the recreation, it is an activities done for enjoyment and relaxation, which can be informal and include hobbies or leisure activities. For example, hiking and playing games. As for these activities, both promotes physical fitness, social interaction, and mental well-being. For the last definition, it is violence in sports. Violence in sport, it is a hostile or aggressive behavior occurring in the context of sports involving players, coaches, fans, or officials. For example, it include fighting, brawling, or being overly rough. This behavior can cause serious injuries to those involved. It raises concerns about safety and fair play in sports. Violence can hurt the reputation of the sports.
Hello, I'm Muhammad Fahmi. I present for factor influence violence in sport. First, emotional intensity and competition. High stake in games such as championship or rivalries can heighten emotion and provoke aggressive behavior. Athletes may resort to violence when they feel pressure to win all costs or when emotions like frustration, anger, or underlying right high. Second, environmental and situational triggers. Hostile environment such as a provocative crowd, unfair officiating, or tense atmospheres can escalate aggression. Alcohol consumption among spectators often contribute to high aggression in stadium or arenas. Third factor influences in sport. Psychological and personality traits. Some athletes may have predisposition towards aggression due to personality traits like impulsivity or low frustration tolerance. Mental health issue or unmatched stress can also exacerbate violence tendencies. The last factor influence violence in sport is inadequate training or understanding of rules. A lack of proper training in sportsmanship or unclear understanding of the rules can lead to unintentional violent act. Frustration from perceived unfair play due to engrossing or misinterpretation of rules can also escalate into violence. Next, I present for impact of violence in sport. We have 4 impacts of violence in sport. First, physical and emotional harm. Violent act can lead to serious injuries, disabilities and carry or long-lasting health problems such as trauma or chronic pain. Spectators or referee involved in violent incident may experience physical injuries or emotional distress leading to a hostile environment and event. Second, psychological effect. Athletes who experience violence might suffer from anxiety, stress or fear, which can negatively affect their performance and enjoyment of the sport. Fans, particularly younger ones, may come to see aggression as normal, resulting in desensitization or imitation of violent action. Third, impact of sportsmanship and fair play. Violence damages the essence of fair competition, weakening trust in the game integrity. Hostile action can create a harmful example for young or aspiring athletes, shaping their perspective on competition. And the last of impact of violence in sport is legal and disciplinary action. Individuals who commit acts of violence frequently encounter penalties, suspension, or legal consequences which can disrupt their careers and affect team dynamic. Organization might implement strict regulation or monitoring practice, changing the way sport are played and experienced. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Terry. I'm going to explain to you about response to violence in sport. In response to violence in sport, firstly, in society, we have a role of fans, which is fan behavior. Fan can influence the culture of violence by either supporting or condemning aggression behavior. Aggression on the sidelines, some fans may become more violent themselves, escalating conflict during or after game, which is reinforce the issue of violence. Such as example, in a football match, the fan was feel unsatisfied with the match and then they throw a bottle to the players. And impact of the players, it will be a physical injury, which is violence in sport can lead to a serious injuries, including concussions, fracture, and long-term health issues such as brain damage. And psychological impact to the players may also face some of mental health challenge due to repeated injury, aggression, or post-game trauma. The response to violence in sport. Next, cultural influence. Aggressive role models. In some sports, star players who displays violence tendencies may influence fans and younger athletes, inadvertently normalizing the violence behavior in-game. Next, sportsmanship and respect. There's a growing emphasis on teaching sportsmanship and respect for the opponents, promoting the idea that the goal is a competition, not harm. Next, my point is regulation and governance. Rule and penalties. Many sports have rules that aim to minimize the violence, such as penalties, suspensions, or fines for aggressive behavior. The goal is to promote fair play and players safe. Next, officiating the enforcement. Referees and umpires play a crucial role in maintaining orders and preventing excessive violence through immediate penalties or ejections. In conclusions, violence in sport in Malaysia remains a significant issue, particularly in high-intensity games such as like football. It affects not only the players but also the fans, creating an environment of aggressions. To address this, stronger enforcement of rules, additional programs promoting respect and sportsmanship, and cultural shift toward non-violence are essentials. Collaboration between the governments, sport associations, and media can help reduce the violence incidents, ensuring a safer and more positive sporting environment for the future environment.